We came down last year to be a winter Texan, and we learned about a sport that, my understanding, is one of the fastest growing sports there is today.
And after the intro, we're going to tell you about it. We are Ricky and Denise. We sold everything in 2020 and hit the road to RV full time. We travel in our Freightliner M2 truck, pulling our DRV JX 450 full house that hauls our 2020 Harley Tri-Glide. We invite you to travel along with us as we are soaring together.
It's a lot of exercise, but it's also a lot of, it's not about the game, it's more about meeting people, and that's the fun part.
Socializing and having fun together.
Yeah.
So as Ricky said, last year, they actually were building these pickleball courts while we were here. In the last 2 weeks we were here, they opened it for play, and we didn't know anything about pickleball. We didn't even have the paddles. We borrowed them at the office.
Well, nobody was playing, and I told her, so nothing else, we get out there and bang the ball around. So we had Dennis and Donna. They came down and played with us some.
Just knocked the ball back and forth.
Yeah.
And then when we went back to Tennessee, we started watching pickleball on YouTube. And we watched instructional videos, and then we started watching tournament videos to learn the game. And then this year, we got here, and there were actually some folks that wanted to play.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks playing now. Matter of fact, they've got 2 courts, and, well, especially, I call them the big group, but it's 12 of them, so, you know.
They play in the afternoon.
They play in the afternoon, so that's 8 playing at one time, so we come down and kind of mess them up sometimes. But it's a lot of fun, and it's good exercise.
Yeah, and pickleball courts you can find at municipal buildings. Schools are now, I think, having the sport pickleball. A lot of parks, and mostly a lot of RV parks, because there are a lot of seniors like us that are into the sport, but it's any age.
Yeah.
One of the pros, her and her mother play, the Waters, mother and daughter.
Annalise, well, she
14,
may be
15 years old. And she was on the court today playing, we watched on TV, with a 47-year-old lady.
Yeah.
So any sport, any age can play the sport. And we've just really enjoyed it. We've met a lot of new friends on the court.
We all go back and hurt, at least I do. But
I remember the first day we played.
Yeah, I crashed big time, and I mean big time. But to me, it's just worth the hurt because I enjoy it. You know, it's good exercise. It's good fellowship and community, and get to meet other folks. And well, that's what RVing's all about anyway. Really.
That's right.
So, you know, I'm not any good, but I still enjoy it. I get more frustrated at myself. I don't get frustrated at nobody else. I get frustrated at myself.
From day one, since your serves, from day one, you are a
lot better. Kent was just telling us that he plays with a man that's 90 years old. So, that's a good thing about it. You know, some are more serious about it than others, but most of the time we just get out here and of course you want to win, but we don't get upset if we don't. We just play and have a good time, and it's a good time of community. We actually met, there again I call them the big group, the folks from Iowa down here, and they've allowed us to play with them. You know, a lot of people does a lot of different ways about who plays. You know, you set your paddle up against the fence and, you know, you come in rotation, but with everybody that we play down here, I mean, some will come out and some will go in. So it's not that big a deal, although there are a lot more playing down here, and most down here have never played. So we're all learning together.
A lot of us are beginners. There's a couple that have played more than others.
Yeah, there's some been playing for.
But don't be afraid if you go to a park. Don't be afraid to go out on the court. If your park has a pickleball court, then I'm sure they have the paddles that you can borrow if you don't have your own.
Right.
And don't be afraid to get out there and play, because most of the time, mostly everybody out there is a beginner. So, and people are good to help each other.
Yeah, most of the
And
time,
help
yeah.
each other learn the game.
Yeah, and that's part of it. We cut up and carry on with one another, but for the biggest part, most of us are here are beginners somewhat, like she said. But
I told somebody the other day, I feel like I'm at summer camp, and every day I'm anxious to get out on the court and play.
well, Denise has improved a whole lot. I think the longer I play, the worse I get.
Little different for you because of your hand. He actually has learned to play left-handed.
Trying.
His hand, he can't grip the paddle.
Yeah.
Right-handed.
Enough to have any control over it.
And Kent had a paddle that had double tape on it. Tom did.
And I tried it, but I still just don't have enough control. That's a good excuse, but
but you're doing good left-handed.
well, I'm doing better.
And I'm getting better with my serve every
game.
game.
Your serve and your backhand.
And my backhand.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything else. Hopefully, the more you play, the better you get. But we're learning, the rules more.
So we encourage you, if you have a pickleball court in your town, get out there and play.
Yeah. If you can. I mean, well, some don't, but if you've seen the post on my Facebook, my brain says I'm 25 and my body says you're an idiot. So
but at night when we go home, we think, oh my gosh, we hurt.
Well,
we
won't
hurt.
do that. But it's just so much fun, and like I say, it's good exercise. We do hurt, but that's just part of life. But we're thoroughly enjoying it, and there again, I say it all the time, but we've just met some awesome folks and become very good friends, and kind of have a common interest in this, and it's just a good deal.
So let's go play some pickleball. How many games you won?
Well, every game I played. No, I'm just kidding.
We just play for fun. It's
I'm
not
just
about
kidding.
winning.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
about
kidding.
fun.
I'm just kidding. I think one.
So
The one I played with you.
How long have you been playing pickleball?
I've been playing for 3 weeks since
Really?
we've been down here. Yeah.
So you were taught by all of us,
Yes.
and you're doing so good.
I
So
am.
that must mean you're pretty good.
You are. Look, they're trying to stuff.
They're trying to get you to play, aren't they?
I'll come.
Okay, Terry's
So
gonna
I'm gonna
go play.
I'm gonna go play another game.
All right.
All right. Wish me luck. You didn't expect me to hit it.
Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in America. It's had a 650% increase in the past 6 years. When the sport first caught on around 2009, it was mostly played at 55 plus centers and RV communities. It has grown from there. Today, many municipalities and parks and rec centers are setting up courts, making it accessible to the younger crowd. And pickleball is an inexpensive game. A beginner can purchase a paddle and balls for around $30 or $40. As the game grows and spreads throughout the country, access to many municipal courts is free, and even league play is cheap when compared to other racket sports.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, those are mine.
How was the court today?
I'm giving lessons for John McEnroe and who's that female tennis star? What's her name? Serena. They'll be in my class next week.
Will they? Will they? So,
Right.
were you on a winning team today?
No.
No.
But we scared them good.
Good exercise for us senior citizens, though.
Yeah,
Isn't
way too much exercise.
it? Sometimes some of us get into it more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was us down here last year. They were building this court, and we didn't know what they were building, and then someone said it's a pickleball court, and so we went around at the happy hours asking everybody, do y'all know what pickleball is? And so we went home and Googled it, and so we got out here and hit the ball for a couple weeks before we left. We didn't know what we were doing. And then we started watching YouTube videos, instructional videos, and watching the games. And
But when I went home, I had some elephant ears that I wanted to give to the Springfield or the Sangamon County Garden Club. So on Facebook, I was looking up Sangamon or Springfield Garden Club maybe. And all of a sudden, Springfield Pickleball Club, and I'm going, oh, surely not in Springfield, Illinois. So I looked it up, and they played. And the winter back then, the only place they had to play was at Hope Church. A lot of churches have pickleball.
do they?
And so I went and I watched, and it just so happened a girl that I had worked with 30 years before was one of the players.
Yeah.
472.
Can't kill him, he can't serve like that.
Below the waist.
Well, what was it?
0-0 start. One zero start. Don't you hate that when you set the other person up? 3-0 start.
Well, if you happen to stay at an RV park that has a pickleball court, get out there, learn the game, and do as we did. You can search for lots of instructional videos on YouTube and also watch the pros play on YouTube. And again, we want to thank you for joining our channel today and hope that you will like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our journey as Ricky and I are soaring together.